So today we're diving into homeopathic remedies. It is a favorite topic of mine because it is so safe to use when used correctly. Now, if you have no idea how to use homeopathy or want to learn about it a little bit more, it is my favorite remedy for babies and toddlers and kids as well. So you can watch this free training to learn how to use the homeopathic medicine correctly. So at the end of this video, I'll share the two favorite remedies that moms love. They're blended remedies that have been working very, very well. Now, the reason I love homeopathic medicine is that it's fast, it's efficient, and quick when you know the right remedy. When you have the wrong remedy, then it may not work for you, or if it hasn't been stored properly, then it may not work for you. So just keep that in mind. Now, a few tips to remember when using homeopathic remedies is not to touch the remedy itself. So you're going to place it in the cap, open your mouth, and just try not to touch your mouth when you're putting it inside. Now, it won't do anything, but it does dilute the medicine a bit. And if you're giving this remedy to someone else, then you might take on the medicinal properties when you touch it. It may not happen, but it's just a safety thing that you try to do is not touch the remedy. Keep it as safe as possible. Additionally, you might wait and see, and that is a popular homeopathic process is to wait and see. So unlike conventional medication where you might give more, homeopathy, you give a dose, you wait 20 minutes, you see if there's any changes, maybe you give another dose, and then you should see something improve. So when it comes to insomnia, you're taking a dose, you're waiting 20 minutes, take another dose, and if you don't go to sleep fast, then it might be the wrong remedy for you. Ideally, it's one remedy, one dose, but because we're learning homeopaths, we might get it wrong. We might use the wrong remedies. So just keep that in mind that less is more when it comes to homeopathic medicine. Now, always buy a 6C or a 30C when you're purchasing homeopathy, unless the homeopathic doctor, practitioner has suggested otherwise, because you're a learning homeopath at home and you want to use a very simple remedy. You don't want to use something like a 1M. So even if they don't have it available at the store, do not buy it, only a 6C or a 30C. Number 1, aconite. This is when you wake up in the middle of the night, usually around midnight, and you're feeling fear right away. That's the number 1 key indicator for aconite. Is fear. It's a panic attack that comes on suddenly with very strong fear, even fear of death. Typically happens at midnight. You have immense anxiety and accompanied by strong heart palpitations, shortness of breath, and flushing of the face. Sometimes you'll have shaking. Feelings of anxiety may also occur when a person is just beginning to become sick or become, with a cold or a flu. So if you do get sick or feel like you're going to get sick and notice the fear come up from that, aconite is a great remedy to have at home for that. This is actually one of my favorite remedies to have at home because it's also the number 1 remedy for the croup cough. Your child can get croup from ages 2 to 7, and when it strikes in the middle of the night, you want to have aconite handy. So aconite 30C is a great remedy for fear when you wake up in the middle of the night. Number 2, coffea cruda. Coffea cruda. This remedy relieves sleeplessness with worries, overactive thoughts, hypersensitive to pain, and typically it's at 9 p.m. when you've had too much coffee or chocolate. So when you've consumed too much caffeine and you lie down at night and at 9 p.m. you can't go to sleep, whether you've had coffee or not, you can try this remedy. But coffea cruda is made from the coffee bean, and it helps with quieting those thoughts, those racing thoughts that continue. So it's a great remedy if you love coffee and can't give it up, and you can't fall asleep at 9 p.m. at night. Number 3, arsenicum album. Arsenicum album. For people who are deeply anxious about their health and extremely concerned with order and security, often benefit from this. Obsessive about small details, very neat, and feel a desperate need to be in control of everything. Panic attacks often occur around midnight or the early hours of the morning. This person may feel exhausted yet be restless, fidgeting, pacing, and anxious, and you may have digestive problems or asthma attacks accompanied by anxiety. With arsenicum, I think of heat, like you want really hot things, hot beverages, hot baths, and that is a key indicator that this may be the right remedy for you. So key indicators when you watch that free training, you're looking for strange, rare, and unusual symptoms in order to get the right homeopathic remedy. Number 4, pulsatilla. This is a great remedy to have around for children as well. People who need this remedy express anxiety as insecurity and clinginess, a need for constant support and comforting. You may be moody, tearful, whiny, even emotionally childish, and getting too warm or being in a stuffy room increases your anxiety. Fresh air and gentle exercise brings relief, and anxiety around hormonal changes is helpful. So the week before your period, your child who's about to get their period, puberty, menopause, really emotional times, pulsatilla. Additionally, if you're feeling for your child, you feel bad for them. You're not angry at them, you just feel like, oh, that they're potentially crying and you're feeling bad for them. So pulsatilla has this weepy, childish, emotional feeling to it. When it comes to insomnia, it may happen before your period, and you may just want to watch a romantic movie and cry. So that would be a key indicator pulsatilla is the right remedy for you. Number 5, it's called cocculus. Cocculus. This is a remedy helpful for those who feel too tired to sleep after long-term sleep loss from getting up with an infant, taking care of someone who is ill, or a disruptive work schedule, travel, and jet lag. Chronic worry and insomnia, you feel weak, dizzy, trouble thinking, and maybe sleepy, irritable, or tearful. So I think of cocculus if you get up for night waking when you're breastfeeding, or you're anticipating breastfeeding, this may be a good remedy for you. So I'd look up the additional symptoms of these remedies and see if it's a good match for you. But I think of this with night waking with breastfeeding. So which one do you think you want to try? So there's 2 blended remedies that moms love. Now, ideally, you're taking one single remedy at a time, but as a new homeopath, it's best to take a blended remedy sometimes, because what they do is put 5 remedies into one little pill. So with the hopes of getting one right. So there's 2 remedies that mums love, and you may favor one over the other. So mums love something called Sleep Calm, which has passiflower in it, and passion flower is good for that circular thinking. So I do prefer the Sleep Calm over the Sleep Fort, it's called, or Calm Fort, it's called, and I'll put the links below. But the Sleep Calm has chamomile, avena for a nervous exhaustion, and it also has that passion flower. So it has passion flower, chamomile, and milky oats, which are 3 great nervines to help calm your nervous system, and it's in a safe homeopathic blend. So if you want to learn more about homeopathy and remedies, let me know in the comment area below. I'd love to share more videos about this. I do love homeopathic medicine because when you see it work, it just feels like a miracle. If you're a mom struggling with anxiety, I encourage you to join my free 5-day email challenge, and you can grab the link below where we get to the root cause of your symptoms naturally. Thank you.